Hey, what's up everyone? Werewolf here, back with some more Yokai Landlord Monster Mystery, where we gotta start the 3rd chapter. And hopefully this time, I won't be as dumb as I was in the first 2 chapters. The first one, I got lost when I wasn't actually lost. I had the answers, I just didn't know how it worked, and didn't realize that. I was confused by certain things. Second one, I just could not figure out what it was that we needed for the yokai, for the bad guy. I had everyone but the bad guy, and it was just one little detail that was a bit weirdly worded. There were a lot of other things that felt like they would have fit, but they weren't usable, and it was very specific. That is a bit of the issue of this game, where there are things that are being used to hint towards what you want, when in reality those hints really should have been what you use, but whatever. Let's start the new one. Let's see what new residents we get. I don't know who this is. Who is this?
Ah, Landlord, you're finally here. You certainly took your time. I've been waiting for you all morning, you know. Oh, who's that child behind you?
Huh, feeling shy all of a sudden. You were so excited back at home. Sorry, suddenly had a yawn. Yeah, sorry to make you wait. The little one here desperately wanted to come with me.
This is your kid, Landlord? I can definitely see the family resemblance. And so cute, too.
Huh, thanks. Little Tyke's a real handful sometimes, but I hope you'll get along. Now, you said you've been waiting for me. What can I help you with today?
Oh, right. I wanted to ask your advice about a little something.
Hello there, Landlord. Wow, when did your little one get so big? I know, right? Kids grow up so fast. The little one's still got plenty of energy, though, even after a full day at school. Elementary school, huh? School is so much fun at that age. Time flies so fast, though. Best make the most of it while you still can. What? Isn't college just as fun? Oh, right. It's that time of year again. Hey, if you're worried about your grades and need to talk, I'm here for you. Are you sure? That would actually be great. Hey there, kid. You here with your dad again? We don't see you around the flower beds very often. Are you making mud pies? Or looking for bugs, maybe?
Hey, this kid's not that young anymore. Ah, I see. You're clearing away the wilted flowers.
Helping your dad keeps the place clean and tidy, huh? How thoughtful.
Maybe we'll give you a little help, too. It looks like fun.
Oh wait, I got their voices switched, oh well.
What, me too? Well, I guess I've got time. And it would be a nice way of saying thanks for everything you do.
Are you sure? You two really don't have to do that.
It's fine, Landlord. I know you're busy with cleaning and stuff. Let us do a little something to pay you back.
Yeah, like I said, it looks like fun. You'd be doing us a favor by letting us help out, really. Huh. Sorry, I keep yawning. I can't stop. Okay, sure. You all play nice now. I am probably just gonna play for, like, definitely at least an hour. Probably an hour and a half. I want to finish chapter 3 though. But I will be going to bed early today. I've been going to bed early for once lately. September 2000. It's him, isn't it? Right? Yep, it's him.
Hey there, landlord. You've been spacing out for a while now. You got heat stroke or something?
Actually, didn't I give him the deep voice? Oh yeah, I did. Who would I give? Oh, I gave it to the occult enthusiast, who might be dead apparently. So I guess I can give that voice to someone else maybe. Oh yeah. Is he actually dead? That's so sad. Also, how are you still living here after someone was actually, like, taken and killed? The voice I gave him was, seems like you're not that out of it. Must be 2 months since we last spoke like this, huh? If you're here again, then... I'm glad you're so quick on the uptake. That's right. A new yokai is taking up residence in your building. This is the 3rd time since you became landlord. This place is becoming a real hotspot for supernatural activity. Oh ho. Is that why you were spacing out just now? You were thinking back on when your dad was a landlord? Maybe all these rumors about there being a good-natured but dopey landlord were actually about him, huh? Personally, I think that moniker suits you better. But it is weird that so many yokai would get to know about you so fast. Let's assume that is the case, though. That means all the trouble since you took over the building has been your father's fault. Why even keep this up for someone like that? Don't you resent him? The yokai are the ones in the wrong here. Didn't think you'd be so assertive about it. Guess you really put a lot of trust in your old man, huh? Even then, I still don't get why you keep exposing yourself to much danger like this. You could still just sell the building, or the land it's built on. That'd probably be the safest solution to this whole situation. Or you could choose not to rent it out, or to let someone else handle running it. You could still honor your father's memory that way, right? Why are you so attached to this building? Or maybe, I should say, to your role as landlord of this building. It's none of my business, really. Besides, if you quit, I wouldn't be able to watch you suffer trying to root out the yokai anymore. You didn't come last time, though. Didn't I? Oh, yeah. It was so hot back then. I wasn't in much of a mood to walk around outside. Well then, you know the drill by now. Do your best to find the yokai hiding in your midst. I'll be watching. And don't forget, they might be impersonating someone who's already been here a while. Leave no stone unturned. Will you be able to find them? And will you be able to maintain your trust in your tenants? And your old dad, who might even be the cause of all this? I spelled tenants wrong. I'm looking forward to seeing how it all plays out. Well, now we have 7. Or, 6, sorry. Now we have 6 people. Sugumi Yadori. Karasuke Oigi. I wish there was voice acting so I could hear his last name. Ogi? Ogi? I don't know. I should probably talk to the new people first, right? Usually I talk to the old ones first. Let's get to know this one. Coming. I'll be right there. Oh. It's you. Huh. Oh, you must be the landlord. Nice to meet you. Sugumi Adori, female, May 26th birthday, age 21, occupation puppeteer. So it is a puppet. I've never had a landlord come greet me personally. I've only been here since this month, too. Way to make me feel special. Or is there a particular reason you came here? Did you need something from me? You might find this hard to believe, but... Yokai? Here? Oh, are you talking about Kyoto? Don't worry, I know all about him. We're actually in the same theater troupe together. So you're a performer too? That's right. Out of the two of us, Kyoto has way more skill and experience though. In the Shadow Glove troupe, our policy is to never show our hand, both on stage and off. We all follow that rule in our... Oh right, I forgot that the controller shakes. Last time I kept the controller in my lap so that I could notice the shake. Oh, yep, shake. Right here. We all follow that rule in our own ways, but Kyoto takes it to extremes. He is a founding member, so I guess it makes sense he'd take it so seriously. I heard you thought he really was a yokai and got all scared. Oh, she's talking for the thing. I heard you thought he really was a yokai and got all scared. What are you, a little kid? I mean, you look pretty stupid, but you must be a real idiot to believe that. Rude. Nekun, you mustn't speak to the landlord like that. I'm sorry, landlord. This is Nekun. He's my best friend and, well, let's just say he likes the sound of his own voice. He might sound mean sometimes, but he's just kidding around. Don't let him bother you. You're a really talented ventriloquist. No, I'm me. Nekun is Nekun. We're completely different. I can't stop him from butting in like that. It was that one, right? Yes, it was. Are we really different? Or is it all a trick? I doubt a dumb yokai hunter like you could ever figure it out. Nekun, don't be rude. Besides, we are different. It's gonna look like I'm the one being mean otherwise. So, anyway, about the yokai you mentioned. Kyoto's a good person, so you don't have anything to worry about. Well then, see you later. Right. How about you then? What do you look like? What a cheat. Oh, you look like that? Yes. The landlord? Alright, I'm coming. So you're the landlord. Okay, I'll do my best to remember. Karasuke Ogi, male, birthday October 9th, age 33, occupation unknown. Photographer, perhaps? That shook. Did you need something from me? A favor from Karasuke. Wait, that sounded really awkward, didn't it? I'll try again. Did you need something from me? You might find this hard to believe, but... Yokai? Oh, right. Right, yokai. Yeah, that's a problem, alright. Don't worry, I believe you. Is that all? You're not gonna try to sell me some kind of anti-yokai charms or anything. No? Huh. That's a relief, at least. Shook again. I guess I'll just be careful then. Are we done here? That also shook. Before you go, let me ask you something. Would you mind not using that security camera on me?
I get that they're here for our safety, but I don't like the angle that one's at. I don't mind if it's outside or in communal areas, but you can see into my room this way. It's a violation of my privacy.
I mean, that's literally the point.
I won't tell you to take it down or anything. If everyone else is fine with them being here, I don't want to make trouble. But I don't like them. I'm asking you to turn that one off and delete any footage you have of me.
Can't do that. Let's go to you.
Is it that time already? Good morning. Sorry. I'm still feeling a little sleepy. It's not that I woke up or anything. In fact, I was about to go to sleep. Ayakashi University's summer vacation is pretty long. I have no classes for a whole month. I'm so used to staying up late to work on assignments. My body clock hasn't quite adjusted to having time to relax yet. Plus, I usually meet up with my club at night, and don't get back until morning. I often end up sleeping through that day.
You joined a club?
Well, it's a game club, and I say meeting up, but it's only ever online. Thankfully, I'm able to take part over chat. Anyway, did you need something from me, Landlord? I'm sorry. I've just been talking about myself. Please, go ahead and tell me whatever you need to tell me.
It looks like a new yokai snuck in.
What? Another yokai? But if you say so, it must be true.
Hello, Shoujo. Welcome in. Thank you for the alert.
I might not be able to help very much, but since I'm up at night anyway, I can look up for anything strange.
Congrats on first, Shoujo.
And there's a typhoon coming next week. Please be careful if you're going out during that time.
Who's next? Should probably go to Kodama. You're back to talk it again? Yeah. You're back to talk again? Okay, fine, I'm coming. You want to hear more about the previous landlord, right? Oh, I just realized, did he not say anything? Yeah, nothing shook. I didn't even realize. We got this one. I say this every week, but there's really not a lot I can tell you. I didn't know the guy all that well. I think I've covered everything I know about him by now. There's nothing that could shed light on his connection with the yokai, anyway. I've told you all I can. Don't you think it's time to give this a rest? That's not it. There's a new yokai in the building. You're here for something different this time? Wait, yokai again? At this point, I feel like I can't shrug that stuff off anymore. I never heard anything about that from the previous landlord, though. Or at least, he never talked to me about it. I guess I'll be on my guard. I won't tell you you're wasting your time with this yokai hunt. But I won't go all in on helping you either. I'd rather you didn't come bother me unless you really need to. Hey, Toffler, welcome in. Hello, hello. Okay, so not much from her. Let's go with Miki.
Is that you, landlord? Just one moment.
I am well. Hope you're doing well as well, Toffler.
Phew, it's still hot. But at least the sun's not as bright as it was. I can handle being outside a little better now.
It's hard to believe it's been a whole month since my stream featured the Yoko. That really did wonders for my online presence. I got a lot of new followers out of it. Still, now that monthly Shiran, where I got most of my material, has shut down, I'm struggling to keep the momentum going. Right, because he's dead. Let's not even mention Denba. That occult magazine went out of business? That's right. The whole of Shiran Publishing went bust last month. I don't think it's a coincidence that it happened around the same time as Denba was replaced. The occult community has a lot of theories about it. Maybe the company had been taken over by those foxes as well. Probably. It's a shame. The streams where I drank at home and chatted about urban legends while reading monthly Shiran were actually quite popular. What? Does that surprise you? I can hold my liquor pretty well, you know. I can't do that segment anymore, but I can still stream while drinking at home and chatting with everyone about the latest urban legends. You were trying to figure out why yokai are so interested in this building, right? Have you come up with anything new? Well, another yokai has snuck in. There's a new yokai in our midst? This place really must have a reputation. I knew I made the right choice moving in here. This way, one more time. You can count on me, Landlord. I'll try to look out for any clues or suspicious activity. When I'm not streaming, of course. This is just work to me, so I don't plan on putting myself in danger if I can help it. You should be careful too. I might not be there to save you if you get attacked again like last time. Anyway, I need to get some rest before tonight. Good night from Mishan. And then there was one.
Aha! 'Tis the Lord of the Land. One moment, please. Even with summer ending, it's still plenty hot out. I guess the younglings have all gone back to school by now, huh? By the way, have you had the chance to meet Sugumi, the new tenant of room 103? She's a fellow member of my Shadow Glove troupe, and a fine ventriloquist. She has it in her to surpass even my skills. She usually speaks through her Nekun puppet. You should see her act for yourself sometime. But I can tell by the look in your face, this is no mere social call. What's on your mind, Lord of the Land?
Another yokai's gotten in.
Oh ho, a new yokai among us. And you don't mean me. Wait, so it's not someone acting, but an actual real yokai? A real yokai who's not me. It's pretty hard to believe, but I can see you're serious about this. Worry not, Lord of the Land. Even if such a creature does exist, no one can match the all-seeing eye. If they were really confident, they could probably just be honest about their identity, like me. In other words, you're nothing to worry about. If there's yokai other than me here, they're clearly just harmless coward. Alas, I sense that these words won't be enough to put you at ease completely.
Thanks for encouraging me.
Oh ho! Well, you're welcome. I'm happy to be of service.
You want to know if I know anything about when your father was landlord here? That's a good question. Guess you never got to ask him about all this when he was alive. Carry on. He would have been the best source of info about what's going on here. Did you never get the chance to ask him about his work? He collapsed and died suddenly one day. So that's why you know so little about the yokai situation. And your father's death, huh? Your father's death. The yokai rumors. Kind-hearted but dopey. Oh, it's nothing. Just thinking out loud.
Nothing you'd find useful anyway. Do you know your father's cause of death, by the way? Was there anything suspicious about it? Death certificate says it was some kind of illness, huh? Well, there are yokai that can harness diseases, you know. With the information you have now, you can't say for sure whether his death had anything to do with yokai or not. Maybe the yokai that snuck in this time knows more. I don't know if they'd tell you if they did, but you're gonna have to evict them anyway. Protecting the building, finding out the truth. It all starts with gathering info.
Well, you're right. A young man who finds yokai frightening, calmed down and became more confident than he was before. Sophomore at the university, attends classes remotely, spends his time gaming. Never handled social situations well, and was a shut-in back home until his parents threw him out. Young woman whose snake puppet Nekun speaks harshly. She claims Nekun is a separate entity from her. A member of the Shadow Glove Troop, along with Gyota. She must be some kind of ventriloquist. Young woman who hates bright light. She only goes out at night, keeps her room dark during the day. The occult streamer Mishan. A brusque young man who dislikes cameras. He does his best to not show up in the surveillance footage. Young woman who doesn't like talking to others, doesn't have a lot of friends, works at a local elementary school where the children call her Kodami. She's lived in the building for over 2 years, but didn't realize the old landlord passed away. The self-proclaimed all-seeing eye. He might seem overly dramatic at times, but is a nice guy. Member of the Shadow Glove Troop. He's popular with the children. Policy of never showing his hand makes it hard to tell if he's being honest. One of the founding members of the theater troupe. That is a new one. He sticks to their rules more strictly than anyone. So... No, that's not what I meant to do. I meant to go to the first page and look at... Actually, no. Filter. Oh yeah, you don't have anything. That's right. You don't have anything. You do, though. Nothing? Nothing. Those are useless. How about you? You have this. Testimony from previous months, that's true. Oh, right. Wait, I forgot. Profile. How about this one? No? We're not using... Okay, well... Do we want to use either of these? No? Oh, wait. Testimony seems off. Right. She's claiming that her Nekun is a separate entity, but she's also supposed to be a ventriloquist. So that's something, and that gave me 3 stars. It's not enough to get 3 stars. It has to actually be... It has to hold weight, but at least it's 3 stars, so that's a good start. What about you? Can't use either of these. This is old information. How about you? You don't like the camera. Well, he said his name, right? So isn't that like... Well, yeah. I hate that it undoes my filter every time. Wait, why is this a thing? What do you mean? Before you go, let me ask you something. So he doesn't like the camera. Says he avoids cameras. Does this make a difference? I don't think it does. Wait, no. Close. Not that. Profile. Doesn't like being investigated. She didn't really say anything, did she? Well, this is it? Right, testimony from previous months. That's a good point. I don't think I can do anything with her profile. Then there's you. You only said one thing. That doesn't work for you, but it might work for her. I could probably combine this with one of these. Basically, he revealed that she does speak through it. So basically, I could take this off and then probably put this, yeah? Yeah. And then we found out he is one of the founders. But that doesn't do anything for us right now. Okay. Then I think we are done with week 1. So let's move on. Yes. The seasons are changing, and there's plenty of people here. I really made the right choice picking now to make my move. Always better to have less obstacles and more victims. First order of business is getting rid of anything that could stand in my way. Oh, Landlord, do you have a minute? Good morning. Did you know there was a typhoon passing through yesterday? The wind was really strong, huh? I was fine. I just felt the walls shaking a little. But look at this. It was on the floor outside when I came out this morning. I haven't touched it, but I'm pretty sure it's broken. It's not the camera that was pointed at his room, was it? A tall person could easily reach it, so it's possible that someone could have broken it on purpose. It probably just got knocked down in the wind. I hope that's all it was, anyway. Even if you assume a yokai did it, everyone here is already a suspect, right? And that's all I wanted to tell you. The kids are calling me, so I better get going. I wonder if that guy's around. What? Are you talking about that strange guy in the hood who was here last week? Sorry, I haven't seen him. I don't think the children would feel safe playing with a weirdo like him around. Well, I should get back to the kids. I don't want to keep them waiting too long. Excuse me. First the cameras. Subaru Kogarashi always has his curtains closed and keeps the lights off during the day. His lights only go on during later hours. He seems to be sleeping during the day and staying up at night. He doesn't go out much, and when he does, it's only for the bare essentials, like food. It seems like he stayed in all day yesterday, including during the time when the camera was broken. However, there's been some kind of strange gray blur on all the cameras lately. It's hard to make out exactly what went on for the last couple of days. Combined with how dark it is at night, it's hard to say for sure what Saburo has been up to. This much is true. Late last night, the camera began shaking violently, and the footage abruptly cut out. Okay. Sugumi Yodori often goes out during the day. When she comes back, she has a box full of props, tools, and other things. It's easy to tell what some of it is. Fireworks, lights, and so on. But there are also strange machines, black powder, and other mysterious items. She spends a lot of time experimenting with these devices in front of her apartment, writing down the results in a notebook. Sometimes Kyoto Hitome comes by to check on her progress and give her advice. The local children gather around her when they come home from school, watching her ventriloquism act and playing with the different machines. As for yesterday, when the cameras were supposedly broken, she spent the morning testing out something with a smoke machine and lights. The strong wind seemed to have blown smoke into the way of the cameras, so the footage isn't very clear. Great. There's been some kind of strange gray blur on all of the cameras lately. It's even more severe in the ones near Sugumi's apartment. Is that so? The footage cuts out around midnight last night, making it impossible to tell what she was doing at that time. Okay, how about you? Miki Kunicha always has her lights off, and doesn't go out during the day, except to come out and talk to me when I visit. At night she goes outside or to the common area, doing streams on her phone. She doesn't go out for as long as she used to. Apparently her more recent streams have been about this building and the yokai rumors surrounding it. There's been some kind of strange gray blur on all of the cameras lately, but it's least severe on the ones near Miki's apartment. The footage from yesterday's evening was a little fuzzy, but she doesn't appear to be on any of it. During the night, someone in a raincoat passed by. It's not clear who it was. After that person went off camera, there was a violent shaking and the footage abruptly cut out. Many of the other cameras experienced similar damage, suggesting that their breaking wasn't just an accident. Interesting. Kodama Shimizu is out of her apartment for most of the day. She works longer hours than before, now that summer vacation is over. She can often be seen feeding the birds that gather on the benches outside. Judging by her expression, she finds this calming. She waves to the local kids on their way to school and talks to them just like before, but she looks more worried about them now. There's been some kind of strange gray blur on all the cameras lately. It's hard to make out exactly how Kodama's expressions change and when. It was pretty hard to see yesterday, but I was able to see her come home early, probably because of the typhoon. Combined with how dark it is outside her apartment, it's hard to say for sure what she's been doing at night. The security footage cuts out abruptly around midnight. Something, or someone, appears to have shaken the cameras violently right before this. I'll do it after this. I want to make the text just appear immediately. Kyoto Hitome has been spending more time indoors lately. Apparently, now that summer season is over, he won't have to rehearse for any shows for a while. He often goes to check on Sugumi Yodori and give her advice about the machines and effects she's working on. The local kids also drop by on their way home from school, watching the smoke machine or playing with fireworks the troop doesn't need anymore. I need some water. Due to the bad weather over the last few days, Kyoto only talked to Sugumi for a little while before going back to his room. Hey CG, welcome in. I appreciate the lurk, thank you. He still had his umbrella with him at that time, and can be seen holding it just outside his door. However, there's been some kind of strange gray blur on all the cameras lately. It's hard to make out exactly what went on for the last couple of days. Combined with how dark it is at night, it's hard to say for sure what Kyoto was up to, or what became of his umbrella. This much is true. Late last night, the camera began shaking violently and the footage abruptly cut out. Can I... Options. There you go. Who do we start with? Well, let's start with Miki. Yes, I'll be right there. Just wait a moment, please. I'm glad your weekly visit came today. The weather was so terrible yesterday. I couldn't go outside at all yesterday. I had such a perfect topic to stream about, too. I didn't find any new clues about the yokai at all. It was a total waste of a day. What about you, Landlord? Have you found out anything new? The wind broke one of the cameras. The security cameras? Whether it was the wind or the yokai, that could still be a problem. I wonder if you can still salvage the footage. Speaking of cameras, there's something a little odd about my neighbor in room 202. I think his name is Karasuke? I've seen him standing outside a couple of times when I came home from my streams. Oh. He was looking at the cameras, muttering stuff like, "What is this thing? Why is it here?" And when I first met him, he turned away and pulled his hat down over his eyes. I couldn't tell what kind of look he had on his face at all. I had my phone out back then, so maybe he just didn't want to show up on my stream. It's curious that he'd be so cagey around cameras though, right? Could he have had something to do with that one being destroyed? On the other hand, the lady from room 103 seems pretty nice. She came over and introduced herself and everything. I'll admit, she's a little strange though. She talks using that snake puppet, and I've seen her tinkering with weird machines too. I see. So she's from that theater troupe as well. I've never been to see a play before. I guess that's why I didn't think of it. I've never had the chance to see a play. Not even school ones. Things were complicated when I was little. We should probably get back on topic. Anyway, those are the only two tenants I've spoken to this week. They both moved in this month, and they do seem rather unusual. Could the yokai be one of them, or is it someone that was already here? I'll look out for anything strange when I go out tonight. Let me know if you learn anything new, too. Thank you. Let's go with Heb. There's no reply. Maybe he's not at home? Check the mailbox. 2 newspapers are inside. Today's and yesterday's. Could this mean Karasuke has been gone for the last few days? I don't think I'll find any clues here. I'll check back again next week. Hold on. Check the window. The curtains are drawn and the lights are out. It looks dark inside. I can catch a glimpse of the apartment through the gaps in the curtains, but it doesn't look like there's anyone inside. Kodama! I can hear Kodama and some kids talking in the common area. Come on, Kodami! Me next! I want to feed them too! Are you sure you can do it? Don't frighten the birdies away now. There, that's better. See how they eat up their food when you're gentle? Oh, you all wait here. I'll be right back. Yes? Did you have something you needed to ask me about? The children are busy with something else, so I think we're okay to talk now. As long as we're quick. Playing with them again today? Yeah, the kids seem to like feeding the birds that gather on that bench. Speaking of which, I saw that Karasuke guy out here the other day. The other day? What do you mean the other day? Apparently he was the one who called all these birds here. It's the first time I've seen so many together in one place. It's a little weird that they're still gathering here, even when he hasn't been here for the last couple days. The birds don't seem to mind though. They've just been getting food from me and the children instead. The kids come to this space a lot, hoping to meet people from the Shadow Glove troupe. A while back, Kyoto gave them some fireworks that were getting near their use-by date, and helped set them off. That Tsugumi lady who moved in this month is from that troupe too. She looks after the kids sometimes. They seem to like her Nekun puppet and how she can blow lots of bubbles. I don't like thinking about how people that nice might actually be yokai in disguise. They might be getting close to the kids for some kind of evil scheme. That's not a pleasant thought. But it's not like I can stop them from playing here. I hope I'm just worrying over nothing. I probably don't need to tell you this, but please don't mention yokai to the children. They're at that age where they either won't believe you, or will just rush headfirst into danger to check it out. Sorry, I didn't mean to keep talking for so long. I should be getting back now. Goodbye. Hello, Kai. Thank you for your day check-in. Can I... Oh, wait. No suspects. I don't like thinking about how people that nice might actually be yokai in disguise. That's not really anything usable, though. I was actually going to combine it with, Oh. We didn't say it here. We said it in the camera. Speaking of the camera, actually. How are you, Kai? No? Nothing? But it combines with this kind of, don't it? Not really, okay. Here, let me use your camera. Anything usable with this? No, nothing usable. How about you? The one who blocked out the cameras. You think so? Are you sure? That's quite the accusation. Nothing there. I don't even have anything for the camera. He literally... Oh, no. Yeah, he's got nothing. I can't even... I already tried yours. Right. You. Good, waiting for, Stardew update to go live in like 4 hours. Oh, Starrail. Starrail, right. Yeah. I was so thrown off and you played Star... Oh! Hello, Toasty! Hello, Raiders! Welcome in, welcome in. Yeah, I know English today. Welcome in, Barky... Ilk? I totally produced... I don't know. Sorry. There once was a boy called Toasty who stared at Boba too closely. Then something he said made her send him to bed. Still, in the end, he was very cozy. Well... For those who don't know, my name is Werewolf. I'm a daily streamer and variety gamer. I play visual novels, RPGs, adventure games, point-and-click adventure games, survival games, and horror games every Sunday. Today is our visual novel day, where we are playing Yokai Landlord Murder Mystery. Murder Mystery? Sorry, Monster Mystery. I'm tired. I admit I'm very tired right now. This game seems... It is interesting. It's like, it's basically like the Werewolf game, where a yokai has snuck into our rental apartments, because we're the landlord. It has become one of our tenants, whether they've, like, taken over someone else's identity from the outside or one of our existing tenants who's already been here. Hello, Pecan Meth. Welcome in. And we're supposed to root out who the yokai is at the end of the month, because otherwise the new moon will be out and they'll go berserk. So we have 1 month to try to figure out who the yokai is by interrogating them, basically. Because yokai cannot lie. So if anyone is caught lying, then they're not a yokai. Oh, what did he say? Just wrote in from the Wild West of Red Dead Redemption, and let me tell you, this femboy VTuber is packing more than just a 6-shooter. With a stream title thicker than their thighs, that's okay. They're serving up perfectly cooked bread and Silksong quests faster than you can say your mom. Don't be a stranger, partner. Come say howdy and stick around for some wholesome chaos. That's funny. But yeah, I'm looking at the cameras right now, and the cameras gave me nothing, so never mind. So let's go talk to Kyoto.
Ah, perfect timing, Lord of the Land. I've been meaning to ask you about something.
The art style is very nice. I like the character designs.
Hello again. Sorry to launch right in, but on your way here, did you happen to catch sight of my spirit umbrella? It's that sinister black umbrella I usually walk around with. It seems it was blown away in the typhoon yesterday. I only hope it hasn't gone far.
Oh yes. Apparently in Chapter 2 it was super hot. It's less hot now. Sorry, I haven't seen it.
Well, I'll keep looking. But let me know if you do see it. You don't have to go out of your way, though. I know you have your hands full searching for yokai. How's that been going, by the way? If you have any concerns, I'd be glad to lend you an ear.
Well, the wind broke one of the cameras.
The security camera? Most people would assume the wind had done that. But if there are yokai in the apartment, you can't dismiss the idea that it was done on purpose either. Come to think of it, didn't some of the cameras have their lenses blacked out a while back too? I might have an explanation for that. You know Tsugumi Yodori, who moved in this past month. The Shadow Glove troupe is in the off-season right now, so she's been experimenting with different machines and effects for future shows.
So it shook. Like if you look at this, you see how it doesn't shake? The notepad doesn't shake? It shakes. That's how I know that this is important, and I gotta write it down. I also have my controller in my lap, so my controller shakes whenever that comes up. I'm using mouse and keyboard, but I have my controller in my lap.
I believe she was using a smoke machine at some point. Maybe that's what's got the camera all smudged up. Ah, but don't blame her. I'm the one who said she should use this time to try out new things. She was just following my suggestion. The cameras got caught in the crossfire, that's all. She didn't mean anything by it, and it wouldn't have happened if I had showed her how to use the machines properly. Let me know if Tsugumi causes any more trouble. She is my responsibility after all.
Okay, well I'll go to her right now. Coming, Landlord. I'll be right there. You really do come visit your tenants every week. It's just like Kyoto said. He also said you're looking for a real yokai somewhere in the building. You don't mean him, do you? How idiotic can you get? You'll get no help from me. Just ignore Nekun. We'd be happy to help you if we can. I don't think we'll be able to do very much, though. I have to try and make up for staying in during the typhoon yesterday. Rehearsing for a new act? Oh, no. Now that summer season's over, I don't have to worry about that for a while. So, what am I actually doing? I told you before, didn't I? The Shadow Glove troupe never show their hand. Don't be like that, Tsugumi. It's fine so long as you don't reveal anything that goes into the act. Maybe you're right. Okay, Landlord. The truth is, I'm doing research for my next show. I'm trying out different lights and effects. Bubbles, smoke, anything to give it a little extra pizzazz. Some of the other players are done with these props, so Kyoto said I could take them and see if I can use them for anything. What's he like with your troupe? Oh, he's not that different from with the people in this building. He still acts like he's a yokai. And once he starts performing, he becomes totally different. He practically transforms into any character. Children, old people, whatever's needed.
Come to think of it, you're trying to find a yokai hiding out here, huh? I think that's self-nonsense myself. But I wouldn't be surprised if he turned out to be a real one. His acting's so good. It's practically supernatural. He can even fool me sometimes.
We don't really know the other people who live in the building very well yet. So, if I was going to suspect anyone, I guess it would be Kyoto. Well, good luck with your search. I'll be doing my best working on my own stuff here. Alright. How about you?
Landlord? Is that you? I'll be right there. Good morning. The weather's looking a lot nicer today, isn't it?
We'll be doing a little bit of a silly lurk for now. I need to get some food and relax. Oh, that reminds me. I always forget. Raiders, do make sure to get some after-stream care. Get some food, water, or sleep if it's that time. And definitely get some good food, Toasty. Take it nice and easy.
The wind and rain were really strong last night. I could feel the building shaking. And I think I heard something smash on the ground. It might have been a yokai going on some kind of rampage. I don't think I could handle this if I was sober.
Sober? You better be sober. Don't start drinking.
I've been having a little drink to steady my nerves. I am old enough, you know. It's perfectly legal.
I don't care if it's legal. Oh.
Still, though, drinking so I won't be so scared hardly makes me feel like a grown-up. I always thought I'd grow out of my fear of ghosts and stuff, but I guess I'm no different from the old me. Even in middle school, kids used to tease me about being too timid. Pretty much everyone called me a scaredy cat.
Oh, I hope you don't die before the end of this game. Or at all, really.
Anything the old me did got labeled as something I did because I was scared. That's why I decided to hide the way I felt. But trying to hide it only made things more scary. Whenever I met new people, I was terrified they'd find out and make fun of me too. I ended up pretending to be sick to stay home. But then I couldn't bear to go back. They'd all say I'd been too afraid to come to school if I did. So now, I'm not just scared of ghosts, but people too. Maybe it's no use trying to hide or change who I am. Landlord, do you think I can really become better than the old me? Do you think I'll ever be able to go out and act confident like a normal person?
You're talking to me just fine, aren't you?
To you, yes. I had that drink too, so I can talk without having to worry too much. I could never talk to a stranger, especially not sober.
Hey bro, welcome in. Thanks for your day check-in. And congrats on second.
I can't imagine how my life is going to turn out from here. I just want to keep playing games and not thinking about anything.
Hi Jade, thank you.
Now my head hurts. And I have that club meeting tonight too. Excuse me. I think I'd better get some rest.
He didn't stutter once in that little speech. He was teased in school for being a scaredy cat, causing them to develop some serious social anxiety. Oh, wait, no, I want to... you. He's able to call birds toward him, and is often seen feeding them in the mornings. That's weird. Do I have anything for you? Let's see. Well... no, not really. How about... This doesn't help right now. Checking in, going out, have a have a house full of kids at the moment, so gotta help take care of them, of course. Hope you do well with the stream, bro. Best of luck, thank you. Good luck with the kids. No, sorry, not you. You. Birds gather around him. Well, I guess I could have also just used his profile, couldn't I? How about you? I don't have anything for you yet. Can I do anything with this? No. And I don't think you said anything important. Well... yeah, not really. I got nothing so far. I have stuff for you. Actually, I don't know if this is really weird to say. Suspects other tenants? Did you have anything new? You said this. Well, that's more about him then. No, that doesn't work. I don't think I have anything that... oh, sorry. Wrong thing. I don't think I have anything that combines yet. Yeah, that's just the same thing as that. Yeah, I don't think I have anything this week. Oop. Well, actually, I should save. I got nothing yet, so go to the next week.
The wind and the tenants are all acting just as I predicted. It was really worth planning all this out in advance. I won't get careless and mess up like that old fox, or the reckless ball of fire.
Week 3. Maybe this will work. Ah! Something that sounded like a small explosion just came from outside room 103. Tsugumi Odori's apartment.
Yikes. Don't scare me like that. Where the heck did you come from?
That was a really loud bang. Are you okay? I was trying something out with some bigger fireworks, but it looks like I messed up. On the bright side, Nekun and I are both fine. And the fire didn't spread to anywhere else this time either.
They wouldn't catch light, so Tsugumi just kept trying. And then, bam! They all went off at once. I've never seen anyone else in the troupe use these. I get why now. You could set the whole theater on fire with these things. They really make an impact, though. Can't deny that. It'd be perfect for an outdoor show at night.
You're right. Especially after Kyoto suggested it to us. I'm sure we'll come up with a good way to use them. There's still plenty of different fireworks left, so I'm sure we'll be able to figure out something to do with them too. Don't worry. Sorry, suddenly a bit of a tickle got caught in my throat and I had a coughing fit. I'll be consulting with Kyoto before I try anything new. He made me promise to do that after what happened last week. I don't want to cause you trouble again, so I'll be more careful from now on. Cameras. Wait. Wait. Go back. I'm stuck. What? Oh, they're out of order. All of them are out of order. No, my cameras are useless. You went a whole week not fixing any of them? Okay, well, no cameras this week. Hopefully next week. How about you? You weren't home last week.
Yes? You again? Alright, I'm coming. You're the landlord, right? The one who told me about the yokai hiding here. Right. I wasn't here last week. Sorry if I worried you. I had something I needed to take care of. No, it wasn't anything serious. Besides, it's not really any of your business. I see you took down those cameras. Thanks for that. I feel a lot better now. What? You had to take them down because they broke. Must have been the yokai, huh?
Oh, shit.
Personally, I'm grateful to whoever did it. Now I don't have to worry about those things watching me all the time. I could never really relax, knowing they were out there. So I feel like the yokai did me a favor. Sorry, did I bring down the mood? I wasn't trying to sound mean. To be honest, I'm not all that interested in yokai. Maybe you should go talk to someone who is. Oh, and maybe you could tell that girl with the white hair to back off too. She's been pestering me about a lot of stuff lately. If there's something else you want to know, I'm gonna head back inside.
What's with that bird on your shoulder?
Bird? Oh, this guy? I gave him some food once, and now he likes to perch there. That's all there is to it. On days I don't go out, I usually just feed the birds on my balcony or the bench. It makes sense some of them would get friendly toward me. Oh, are you curious about that now? I just feed the birds as a kind of hobby. Nothing worth talking about. Look, I value my privacy. I didn't like those cameras, and I don't like all these questions. I think we're done here.
Well, you're a fun. You're a real ray of sunshine. He told me to tell Miki to back off. Why? Oh, is it that time again already? Even in the middle of September, it's still pretty hot out. At least it's not as bad as it was last week. You probably think I wouldn't suffer in the heat so much if I didn't wear these black clothes, right? It's okay. It's only natural you'd think that. But this is my signature look. The same goes for dyed white hair or red contacts. It's almost like a uniform for my work. I have to keep up my appearances, both online and off. I wear this kind of thing all year round. Speaking of streams and videos, did you find out anything more about who vandalized the cameras? Well, the lenses were just dirty. I see. And this one's the cleanest, but you still couldn't make out the culprit's face. In that case, I have some information you might find useful. One of my followers actually came here during the typhoon. I talk about it a lot, so they wanted to see it for themselves. You mean the raincoat? Apparently they've been coming here to check it out ever since the stream with the Yoko. I've told them not to put themselves in danger, of course, but some people just can't help going overboard. I had a follower like that before. He used to tip me way too much. He stopped recently. I hope he's okay and didn't go bankrupt or anything.
Oh, about that. That was Denba. And he's dead now, I guess.
Of course, I'm grateful for the support, but I also have a responsibility to look after my fans' well-being, you know?
Yeah, well, he's dead, so... Anyway, this particular follower was here on the day of the typhoon, when most of us were indoors. Oh, it shook. Shadowy figure. And they saw a shadowy figure in the outdoor hallways fly away on something big and black. They were going to follow the figure, but they got scared and ended up going home instead. Some of my followers can be really reckless, but still. I wonder what it was that they saw. The broken cameras, this shadowy figure. I can't help feeling that they're connected somehow. It did shake. So, they rode away on a big bird, perhaps? I thought that might be a helpful clue, but maybe I've just made things more confusing. Sorry if I have. No, that might have helped. Wait, you said one camera is clean? No. I'll be right there. There's something I want to ask about, too. Morning, Landlord. Hey, I guess you don't have any security footage from this week, huh? Nope. I can't prove it, but I've just been going to work all week, like usual. In terms of if anything's changed, well, Karosuke and the children seem to feed the birds in the mornings now. You want to know more about Karosuke? He doesn't talk much. And I don't go out of my way to mix with people, so I don't really know anything about him. He seems like a nice guy, that's all. He taught the kids how to be kind to the birds, at least. Or maybe it's more accurate to say he told kids who are chasing the birds to be more gentle with them. Like I said, I haven't talked to him very much. I only see him for a few minutes when I'm on my way to work. Anyway, I wanted to ask you about Tsugumi, that performer from the Shadow Glove Troupe. She's been experimenting with fireworks and other stage effects. I can hear her at it late into the night. She even let loose some kind of weird smoke one night. I had to shut my window to block out the smell, and then I couldn't sleep. I asked Kyoto to get her to knock it off when I took his umbrella, but there's been no change yet. Oh, when I took him his umbrella. You found his umbrella? It had fallen down by a tree around here. I noticed it while I was looking at some birds up in the branches. I knew those Shadow Glove Troupe guys were a little eccentric, but I didn't think they were the type to cause trouble for others. So maybe Tsugumi isn't an actual member of the troupe, but a yokai posing as her. I don't know. I'm just throwing the possibility out there. The kids seem to like her though, so I hope she's human. Either way, if you could get her to knock off the weird smells and sounds, I'd appreciate it. See you next time. One of the questions... Could I have asked something... Hang on. Auto? Oh, no, skip, not auto. I said the lenses were just dirty, right? I think? Did you notice anything? No. I was inside doing a puzzle game stream all day that day. I don't know who might have done it, but I can tell you one thing. One of my followers... Okay, so... Okay, same thing. It started off different, but same thing. Was there something different with yours? Oh yeah, this is different, right? Well, or is it? What do you do during the day? What do I do? Just normal stuff. I go out, I feed the birds, do maintenance on my tools, that kind of thing. Depending on the day, I might spend the whole day inside. It all depends on how I feel in the moment. Ah, something new. It's not exactly instinctive. More like... But anyway, that's none of your business either.
If you're worried I don't have a steady job, I can pay you several months' rent in advance.
Okay.
Oh, it's you, Lord of the Land. I'll be right there. Sorry, I thought you might be Sugumi. She's been coming by to get advice from me a lot lately. Ever since that incident with the cameras, she's been coming to ask permission from me before she does any more experiments. That's something, at least. I have other things to deal with, so it's not like I can be there to supervise her all the time, though. What am I doing if there's no shows to rehearse? Yes, I suppose I never told you about that. Today, I'm going to be doing maintenance on the machines our troupe uses. Some of them got broken during Sugumi's experiments, too. The moment we have a new show ready, I'd be happy to give you a preview. Hope you're looking forward to it. Now that I think of it, there was one more thing I wanted to tell you, Lord of the Land. My spirit umbrella, the one that went missing during the typhoon, has come back to me. My neighbor, the worthy Miss Shimizu, found it and brought it to me. It was down behind a tree somewhere. It wasn't damaged, of course. It takes more than a little wind and rain to get the better of my trusty partner. And how is your search for the yokai going, Lord of the Land?
I still have no idea.
Seems you have it hard. But you don't necessarily need to rush your judgment, do you? Oh, this yokai will go on a rampage on the night of the new moon. That's only 2 weeks away. I'll think about if there's anything I can do to help. I certainly don't want to keep you worrying like this.
Who's next? Let's go with you.
Yes? I'm coming. Hello. I'm sorry about last week. It can't have been fun for you listening to my drunken ramblings. I feel really bad about it. For what it's worth, I'm sober this time, and I remember everything that's happened this past week. Not that I've noticed much or spoken to anyone. I've mostly been shut up in my room like usual. But let me see. I feel like there's been more noises and voices coming from outside this week. Birds singing, kids laughing, fireworks going off, that kind of thing. It's been loud enough that I can still hear it, even with my window closed. The birds and the children I mostly just hear during the day. But the fireworks seem to go off all the time, day or night.
Oh wait, that's Shook.
Sometimes there's even bigger sounds, like some kind of explosion. Do you know anything about that, Landlord?
Something went wrong with some of the fireworks.
What? So every time I've heard those bigger bangs, there's been some kind of accident? Is everyone alright? Anyway, that's the only thing I've really noticed that's been any different this month. I don't know if it has anything to do with the yokai, but I find it hard to believe it's just a coincidence. Aside from that, well, this is nothing new, but I thought I might bring it up. The lady who lives above me, Miki, I think her name is, ever since she moved in, she's only ever been going out at night. Oh, she's an occult streamer? I didn't know people did streams like that. Come to think of it, that's a job you can do without really needing to talk to people. Maybe I could... oh, never mind. That's all I have to tell you for this week. If you'll excuse me, I should be getting to bed. Hello, Landlord. It's been a while. What can I do for you?
I bet it's about yokai again. Do you think we've got nothing better to do than talk to you about that stuff? We'd be happy to tell you about the All-Seeing Eye, though. We've been working with him long enough that we know him pretty well.
Come on, Nekun. We're not so busy that we can't spare a minute for the Landlord. Don't let Nekun bother you. I don't know if we'll be able to tell you much, but feel free to ask us anything. It's just suspicious people or events? Sure. We're out here every day, so we see plenty. There's this one lady. I don't know her name, but I usually see her going around at the same time I'm coming home. She has white hair and red eyes, and she walks around the building or sits on the bench and talks to herself. That's not what we do, by the way. Neko and I are different, separate people.
Oh, another one.
Anyway, about that lady. I usually go to bed shortly after midnight, but she seems to be up and outside long past that time.
She's probably one of those influencers, or whatever they're called. She's got that flashy sense of style, and she's always taking selfies and stuff. And she threw away a bunch of empty beer cans a while back. Maybe she makes videos where she eats and drinks obscene amounts. I'm more interested in the day than the night, though. Landlord, you ever look at this bench in the morning? Every morning, some guy in a red cap comes here. He sits down and starts waving his arm around. And then birds suddenly appear. Sparrows and crows and pigeons. Even birds I've never seen before. I don't know why they like that guy so much, or how he gets them to flock around him, but it's weird, right?
Other people in the neighborhood have started to take notice too, especially the children. We can't let some
breadman beat us, Sugumi. We gotta put on even flashier shows and get the kids back on our side.
You have a point, Nekun. Maybe once we learn how to use the fireworks properly, we'll be able to do something cool. At any rate, that's all we can tell you for this week. I'll keep an eye out for the other stuff in the meantime.
Well, that didn't really help me. I don't know if it has anything to do with the yokai, but I find it hard to believe it's just a coincidence. A yokai would know that whether it does or doesn't. Does that clear him? So is he cleared then? I don't know if it has anything to do with the yokai. Yeah, I think that clears him. Oh. What is this one? Wait, what is this one? I wouldn't be surprised if he turned out to be a real one. Would a yokai say this? His acting's so good, he can even fool me. What have you said? The yokai is heavily taken over one of the people. I'm hoping this wouldn't be a case of like a yokai and a minion, because like the fox had minions, but the minions weren't at the apartment until the final moment. So if she says we, she shouldn't be talking about a minion or anything. She should only be talking about herself. I don't think a yokai would say we if he was doing voices. So I guess she's cleared. So I just need to clear 3 more people. Well, she says she has... I don't like thinking about how people that nice might actually be yokai in disguise. That's not really a direct statement, though. I don't know about that one. What have you said? Oh, this one. Wait, this one. This would be even better. I mean, she says the word maybe, but... Wait, what was the other one though? The other one was also 3 stars. Hang on. My bad. I shouldn't have deleted that though. This one. And then I have nothing for you so far. Do I have something now? Not really. So, I've cleared 3 of them, maybe. They saw a shadowy figure in the outdoors, something big and black. The broken cameras were just the smoke, though, right? Should I click on this one? And then... Well, no, I guess not. I mean, haven't we confirmed that? I don't really have anything for her then. He said some new stuff though. Well, he said this. I'm grateful to whoever did it. Now I don't have to... Well... No, that's nothing. Yeah, it's just a whole lot of things of avoiding cameras. Nothing really useful. And she talked about them. Well, she talked about you. I've at least cleared 3 of them, I guess, so there's 3 left. Do I need to talk to anyone with a different question? Okay, that was shorter and got me nothing. There was no questions with her. They're trying stuff for the next show.
I see. Well, if it's just theatrical effects, I guess it's nothing to worry about. It's a little odd for them to be doing it so late, though. Anyway, that's the only thing I've really noticed that's been any different this month.
Okay. Then I don't think we have anything else. Go to next week.
The winds are blowing. The people are gathering. The moon is waning. Soon, everything will be ready. It's a good thing I thought of using a power other than my own. I'll be fine so long as no one interferes before the new moon.
A power other than my own? Like you making a stuffed toy talk or something? Hopefully not. Two people are talking behind the building. Looking closer, it seems to be Miki and Saburo. Oh, so you're still a student, Saburo. I'm kind of jealous. I wasn't able to go to college myself. We're not that different, Miki. I haven't actually gone to school in person since middle school. I don't know. I think I gave people even more trouble than you did. Because of my condition and the way I look, I never even went to elementary school.
Really? So your hair and your eyes...
Yes, they're natural. I was born this way. My parents and doctors told me I had to stay out of the light whenever I could. Well, you just lied. So gym class and field trips weren't an option for me. Kids picked on me for my looks, and there was a lot of stuff I wanted to do but couldn't.
That must have been tough for you. It sounds like you had a tougher time than me, yeah. It wasn't your fault, though, so I don't think it made you a bad kid or anything.
Heh, thank you. But you don't have to try to make me feel better. I really was a brat. My parents did everything they could to find a better place, a better school for me, or to find ways for me to play outside. But I just wasn't interested in letting them help me. I even blamed them for letting me be born this way. My condition became a real sore subject, and I pretty much gave up on school and anything I could get out of it. You're not like that. I can tell. You can handle going to school, and you can still try new things. You can go down the streaming route if you want, but I think you should try stuff that you can only do while you're a student too.
I wonder if I can. Up till now, I've always run away from challenges when they get tough.
You passed the college entrance exams, didn't you? And now you're trying to figure out a future path for yourself. That doesn't sound like running away to me. Compared to a slacker like me, who only enjoys drinking on her own, I think you really have things together, Saburo.
Really? You don't come off that way to me.
I'll take that as a compliment. But the truth is, pretty much all I do is drink, sleep, and stream. I've always been kind of lazy. These loose black clothes are a way of hiding my body, too. And unlike you, I've never really tried to change or improve myself.
But you still found a way to do what you love for a living, right?
I can't do it anymore.
Huh?
Turning what you love into a job means it stops being something you enjoy, and starts being just a way to make money. That tends to be what happens for most people. I think only a handful of people can go about it in a way where that doesn't happen. I'm sure some people can strike the right balance and still enjoy what they do, but not me. All I can think about is whether I'm earning enough. There's no room left in my head for actual fun. I've had a big viewer drop-off during the summer, and the spike in popularity from the Yokai video is starting to wear off too. All I do is worry about money now. It's not like I have any other job options. Even if my condition wasn't an issue, I have barely any education or work experience. Even moving here and searching for yokai is just a job to me. I've been taking advantage of the landlord's misfortune all this time. Honestly, sometimes I wish a yokai would cause trouble. It's not a nice thought, but it has crossed my mind. Can you imagine what the landlord would do if they heard me say that? Nothing. Speaking of the landlord, it's almost time for their weekly visits, isn't it?
Uh-huh. Oh, yeah. I guess it is. I'm, sorry to have kept you talking all this time.
Even if we were standing out in the shade, it's been a while since I was out during the day for this long. But it actually wasn't too bad.
It feels kind of nostalgic, really. Maybe if I made an effort to deal with the light when I was younger, I would have gotten more out of life. Anyway, it might be too late for me, but you can still change your life for the better. I'll see you around, Saburo. Please don't tell the landlord about what I just said now.
Yes, of course. Thank you for hearing me out.
She lied. But even though she lied, I can't use it. Oh, I did use it. Never mind. It was just that there was only one. It was a long conversation that I actually forgot if there was one. It was one. So that... Oh, not this. That basically clears her, don't it? Because, like... Well, there's this, and then... She didn't say she was born that way before. She said they were contacts. Wait, is it? Oh yeah, it is with that. Okay, good. So it did combine. Wait, why are we... She said... Why are you putting that as her information? I need that back, though. But yeah, she said hair dye and contacts, so... So either way, she's lying about one of them. So she's clear. So that just leaves you and you. It better not be you. Let's start with you then.
What? You again? Yeah. Hold on. I'll be right out. What is it? I hope you're not here to poke your nose into my business again. There is something I want to say, though, so I guess it's just as well that you're here. I'm not such a nice guy that I'll keep answering the door every time you want to ask some prying questions. Anyway, you want to hear some strange people or happenings, right? I've got something that fits the bill. There's some people out here who are messing around with fireworks and weird machines. The noise is starting to be a problem. I spend a lot of time away from my apartment, but the birds who come here aren't so lucky. The human world is already a pretty harsh place for them. I don't want to make it any worse. But I guess you're only interested in stuff that can help you with your search, huh? I wish you luck with that. You did listen to my complaint after all. Now if you could only solve it.
Do you actually believe in yokai?
It is what it is. If I had to come down on one side or the other, I guess I believe you. I wouldn't be surprised if there were really yokai lurking in the dark corners of the world. All kinds of strange things happen when you go to places where humans fear to tread. But a lot of the time, it's not yokai that are behind that stuff. Just regular animals. Natural, not supernatural. Maybe that's not the kind of advice you were looking for, but that's what yokai means to me. If they do exist in this world, in this loud and bright human world, I'm not worried about yokai in the slightest. I don't see any reason to, either. Maybe worry less about supernatural monsters and more about your regular duties.
So... what he just said... non-human-like statements. He also said the human world. Well, it's the same. Can I combine anything? But he did also say this. Denies they exist. Not really. Not exactly. But he keeps saying he believes me though. Alright, well, you're the only other one, so let's talk to you now.
Ah, Lord of the Land. I'll be right out. You just missed Sugumi. She came by to tell me the results of yesterday's experiment, and what she's planning to do today. I'd go and supervise her, but I've been busy with my repair work. It's easier if she comes to me. The data she brings me about her experiments is really useful to me, too. Being as busy as this in the off-season is actually a blessing. Hey, that gives me an idea. You said the yokai would go on some kind of rampage on the night of the new moon, did you not? Why don't we get everyone together on that night and use light to drive away the darkness? Sugumi said she'd been wanting a chance to try something out with lots of fireworks all at once. I doubt any yokai cowardly enough to hide in the shadows would want to come out while a big crowd is around. Not like me. I don't know if this will stop the yokai, but it's worth having a contingency plan in case you can't evict them before the new moon, right? If you're okay with it, I'll tell Sugumi to go ahead and start getting it ready. What do you think?
Let's hope it works.
I knew I could count on you, Lord of the Land. I'll go give Sugumi the go-ahead. If you're worried about collateral damage or any yokai other than me attacking, don't be. Leaving everything to Sugumi might be dangerous, so I'll take care of preparing the fireworks and other machinery. There'll be no unexpected breakdowns with the all-seeing eye around. Not even other yokai will dare get in my way. From your point of view, the new moon is your deadline for evicting the yokai. I hope this plan of ours helps to ease your nerves a little, just in case you don't accomplish that goal.
Sounds a little risky. Did you just shake? I already got you. Did I forget to write it down? I guess. Did I ask him anything? Oh, not that. Sorry. Most people think this stuff is pretty strange. Okay, so nothing. So I'm gonna need somebody else to say something about him, because I don't think my cameras worked, right? Yeah, no cameras at all.
Oh, hello, Landlord. You saw that, didn't you? Me and Miki talking together.
I sure did. Good job.
Did you hear what we were saying, too? How long were you listening exactly?
Since the part about Miki's past.
Oh, so you heard the part I was meant to keep a secret from you. But you probably want to know what we were talking about, huh? The truth is, I approached Miki and asked her what it was like being a streamer. I thought maybe, even someone like me who's scared of yokai and people might be able to do a job like that. But it turns out it's not as easy as I thought. Miki said she really struggles with it sometimes. I don't know if I'd be able to handle it. The two of us talked about a lot this morning, actually. Like our future plans, or our favorite drinks, or why we both spend so much time indoors. Lots of stuff. In the end, though, I don't think I could do that job. I'll have to find another way to overcome my fears. Miki said that I wasn't the type to run away from things, but I'm not so sure. Honestly, all I do is run away. I've always just avoided my problems rather than face up to them.
You made the choice to speak to her. That's progress.
Oh, now that you mention it, you're right. Wow, I actually spoke to someone I'd never spoken to before. Just like that. I guess I can change. Just a little. It might not be too late for me after all. Something I can only do now. Maybe I'll try taking some different courses next semester.
Is that all I can get from you? Because this is the last week. I couldn't make anything out.
Phew, that's a relief. Oh, it's nothing. Anyway, we weren't trying to deceive you or hide information about the yokai. You can be sure of that. But you probably want to know what we were talking about.
And then it's the same. You were able to speak to Miki just fine, weren't you? Same thing. So then let's talk to Miki. What do you mean, sigh? Why are you sighing at me?
Is that you, Landlord? I'll be right out. Sorry, I'm a little tired today. But don't worry, I can still chat like usual.
Same.
So, I finally met all the other residents of this building. Up until now, I've only talked to Karusuke and the performers, since they always come home late, but I was lucky enough to run into the other two this week. I noticed something too. Apart from Karusuke, I'm basically the tallest one here.
Okay.
Saburo's about the same height as me, and if I couldn't reach the cameras, that leaves only one person who could have ripped them down. The mysterious black thing that a fan of mine saw is still a mystery, though. Putting together the fan testimony in the residence heights, well, I guess you couldn't call that definitive evidence just yet. I'd better find that yokai soon, before you have to evict the yokai or my followers get bored. If I fail to capture a real yokai on camera after teasing it for this long, I don't know what I'll do. Sorry, I was rambling in my head again, even though I'm supposed to be talking to you. What do you think, Landlord? Maybe a little more evidence, and you'll be able to nail down the yokai's identity.
Is Karusuke still your only suspect?
I'm afraid so. He seems to hate the cameras, he's tall enough to reach them, and he always avoids talking about yokai. His behavior was the most yokai-like. Then again, the Yoko from before talked about yokai a lot, and if you have supernatural powers, I guess it doesn't matter how tall you are. Maybe I've just been looking for ways to confirm my suspicions, instead of really thinking about who the evidence points to. I'm never gonna get that yokai on camera like this. Maybe I was just too anxious to find the yokai quickly. Some occult fan I am. Thanks for coming to check on me. I'm gonna take a nap and think things over one more time.
Oops, sorry. No, that's not. No! No! Delete this! I just meant to, like, click here.
what's wrong with me. Get rid of this. I already have that, so I don't really need anything else, but... no? Well, it doesn't matter. I got this. I think this is all I really need. Like, one way or another, she lied there. And this is clearly a lie, surely. I have nothing but for you, though. What can I use? Oh. Yeah, see, I got it twice. I knew it. Not like me. Technically, cowardly or not, the yokai aren't allowed to get caught, right? So... wants to stop the yokai. Was it something he caused himself? No. Well, okay. Wants to stop the yokai. I need a 3-star for him. How do I get a 3-star? The kids still like him. I don't know why I did that. Well, if he broke the cameras, he couldn't say maybe that's what... No, well... Denying yokai exists doesn't exactly make him suspicious. That doesn't help me. Non-human-like statements. Do I have anything for him? I still got 2 people left. Just a moment, I'm coming. You know, somewhere along the line, I've gotten used to you coming to visit. I don't necessarily mean that in a good way. It's more like I've given up on getting you to stop. Plus, if these yokai that keep coming here could put the children in danger, I figure I need to know about it. So, do you know about it then? Do you have any useful information for me? I didn't mean to do that. For some reason, I feel the need to like move this way and click. Just don't keep me talking too long and stay on topic. We'll talk about any suspicious activity and then you'll leave, got it? And speaking of suspicious, I kind of think I've been on the wrong track this whole time. I see Tsugumi tinkering with her machines and stuff when I come home, and I always assumed she kept them up all through the night. But a while back, I came home later than usual and there was no sign of her anywhere. At first I thought maybe she just finished up early that day, but then I ran into that lady with the white hair. I forget her name, but she told me that Tsugumi always went back into her apartment around that time.
Now that I can... And then this one too.
So I guess the noises I've been hearing late at night haven't been her after all. I'm sorry if I confused you. Apart from that, I haven't noticed anything new this week. When I've come home at the normal time, everything's been just like it always is. That's all I have for you this week. Now, excuse me. It gets tiring, having to suspect so many different people. I just want to take it easy for the rest of the day.
Oh wait, I can discard from here, apparently. Wait. Yeah, this one shook. This one shook, but this one did not. Get rid of that. I'm trying to see if anyone mentioned about her being working at night or not. No. Okay, well... coming... Let me drink some water.
Coming, landlord. I'll be right there. Hello again. I was just about to try out a new experiment with these fireworks.
I have had complaints about the noise.
Oh, have I been too loud? I had no idea. Looks like I've caused trouble for the other tenants again.
You gotta consider how loud the machines and effects are from now on. Not just how they work.
You're right. I'm sure there are fireworks that won't make as much noise. I'll look into that later. Why did I start doing these experiments in the first place? I suppose I haven't told you about that yet, have I? I'm trying out different mechanisms we never used in any of our shows before.
Theater's all about practical effects. Live and in the moment. We have to keep our audience on their toes.
So we've been trying different combinations of outdoor gimmicks. I was hoping we could come up with something new that no one has ever seen before. But this has been our first time working with machines and fireworks this big. It's not going as well as I'd hope it would.
It's not easy, doing something flashy without getting out of control. I respect our stage technicians way more now.
Right? If we had to do this all on our own all the time, we'd probably have caused all kinds of fires and explosions. But since Kyoto went to the trouble of recommending I do this, I want to make sure I do a good job.
He gave us plenty of materials to get started with, too. All that's left is for us to master using them and do him proud.
He even told us not to worry if we mess up, and to just keep on trying. I'm careful not to get hurt, though. It's a big deal when a performer gets bruised or injured. I was told that often when I first started. Come on, Nekun. We should get started for the day. Slow and steady, just like always.
Right. Don't get careless just because they're not lit yet. I don't want to get burned.
Oh, I forgot to bring something to light the fuses.
Then what's even the point? Go back inside and get them.
This is the last week. I have a 3-star review denying. Does that mean it's actually you? But then I need proof that it's you. Wait. He sticks to the rules more, but... No? Like, she's doing something pretty dangerous. No? Thought him being strict, maybe he wouldn't want her doing that, but I guess not. I don't have proof that he isn't or is. What about this, though? He's been showing his hand, hasn't he? Well, I need this for her. Do I have anything for him? Not really. I got nothing. Wants to stuff the yokai. I don't have proof or... I don't... I can't clear him or suspect him. Is this gonna be like last time? Where I've cleared everyone but the possible villain and I can't get evidence that it's them? He told her that I'm looking for a real yokai. Can't do anything. I don't know what... So I'm gonna have to combine something for him, but I don't know what. Because you were a single. You had to combine, but you also had a single. I had to combine. I had to combine. Does this work? Is it not him? I thought it might be him. But everyone's pointing at him. She has two singles. And you've just got nothing. He's been suspicious, but everything else is just 2 stars. This is my only 3-star that I could get. Perhaps a profile then. I feel like I've cleared you. I've cleared everyone but... Hello, Saucy. Welcome in. Thanks for your day checking. Hmm. I have nothing on Kyoto. Like, the things everyone says all points to, Karosuke, but I've basically kind of cleared him. Kind of. I saw a shadowy figure on the outdoor hallways fly away on something big and black. Didn't she say... Where'd it go? I just lost it. So she told him to tell her to knock it off. No, but can a yokai say this? Recommends trying it out. She told him to tell her to knock it off, and she's coming to him with permission. To get permission. Does that work with... No, it doesn't work without it. Okay. Is that enough, though? Is that strong enough? It's a 3-star. I got a 3-star, but is it... evidence. I don't know if a yokai can say this. It's not even about being cowardly. They can't come out. I don't know. I feel like my proof is flimsy. Recommends trying it out. I mean, they did combine. So ever since that incident, he's been telling her. Ever since that incident. So right when that incident happened, she came to ask permission? That was week 3. I asked Kyoto to get her to knock it off when I took him his umbrella. There's been no change yet. This is also week 3 though. So it's around the same time. This is flimsy. Am I supposed to suspect him then? I mean, his umbrella is black. Was there anything mentioned about his umbrella? Not really. You know what? I was using this for her, but he's supposed to take that rule seriously, right? This, and then... Yeah. But then I lose my proof for... Well, no, I guess I still have this. I feel like this is stronger. Like, she revealed that he's obviously not the real thing. But he's supposed to take it more seriously and not reveal it. I don't think he would reveal it about someone else. Maybe this is the proof I need. Does that mean it... Oh, and I was just saying I hope it's not Kyoto. I don't know. I mean, I do... There is a achievement for failing in Chapter 3, in each chapter. So, if nothing else, I can at least get that achievement. Alright, let's try it. No, not this. This. Oh, actually, no, that... Oh, wait, no, that is what I need. It's right here. It's evict. Let's try it. Alright, so you are human. Apparently human. And you are yokai?
Yes?
What? You think that I am the yokai here, Lord of the Land? Well, I've never denied that, but does this mean you're going to evict me?
I know that you're an imposter.
Ah, so you think I'm a fraud, a pretender? After you accepted me as a yokai before, it's a little disappointing to have you try to throw me out now.
Hey, is that true?
Ah, Sugumi, finish with your experiments for today.
Yes, but what's going on here? What's all this about Kyoto getting evicted? Oh, sorry, I hit the mic.
How could you be so dense? You can't just go throwing out your residents like that.
Besides, Kyoto has been living here for a while. If the yokai only stuck in this month, it can't possibly be him, can it?
Alas, the Lord of the Land's claim is that I am a different Kyoto Hitomi than the one who was living here before.
What? You think that this isn't even the real Kyoto?
You really lost it now. We've been working with this guy for years. We know him way better than you. We'd have noticed if anything was different about him. Sugumi, I appreciate you standing up for me, but try to calm down. It's not like I'm getting thrown out right this minute. How can we be calm at a time like this? We're not gonna take this lying down.
You didn't make this claim without any kind of reason, did you, Landlord? Would you mind letting us in on your thought process?
So, you've skipped right past us and moved on to accusing our boss of being a yokai and a fake, huh? But what makes you so sure everyone else in the building is the real deal? No, don't be hasty. I'm sure the Lord of the Land has figured that out. Somehow.
Alright, then how about the young man from room 101? He moved in before we did, but are you sure that he's a real human? Doesn't know about yokai activities. So, you're saying if he were really a yokai, he'd know what he'd be doing?
Doesn't mean a thing if he's lying to you. And a fake would lie, obviously. Nay, it's true that yokai have powerful kotodama. The idea that they can't lie holds up pretty well. You're awfully calm considering you're the one being threatened here. Guess that's the all-seeing eye for ya.
If you're satisfied with that argument, Kyoto, I guess we can conclude that the person is human. Then, what about the lady in room 201? Are you sure that she's human? Born that way.
Those statements definitely contradict each other. One of them must be a lie.
If it's true that yokai never lie, I guess she must be human.
Personally, I still think that explanation seems pretty shady, but whatever. Let's move on.
Next up, what about the lady who lives in the apartment next to yours, Kyoto?
Ah, the worthy Miss Kodama Shimizu. What say you, Lord of the Land? Have you evidence that she is human?
Right. A yokai would know they were a yokai, so they wouldn't be able to lie like that.
Indeed. I also believe that Kodama is a human. She did return my missing umbrella to me after all.
Hey, Kyoto, are you really okay with these explanations so far? We're gonna run out of other candidates at this rate.
Come to think of it, what makes you so sure this yokai replaced somebody that was already living here? Sugumi, don't be so harsh on the others. Think how they feel being accused. I don't want to start suspecting innocent people. Don't be so naive, all-seeing eye. Now more than ever, it's on the landlord to prove their innocence.
Apart from us, there's only one other resident it could be at this point.
Right, the guy with the red hat from room 202. He's always going out at night, and he hates cameras. Classic yokai behavior.
Well, all I could get from him was...
You can't seriously believe he's innocent, can ya? It's more natural to suspect new tenants than the ones that were here before this month in the first place.
Hey, hold on a minute. We only moved in this month too. And we've been causing trouble for the landlord and the other tenants, so really, we're more natural suspects than any of the others.
Wait, Sugumi, yokai? What are you talking about? There's no way!
Can I point out that he hasn't been able to point the finger at anyone? He's been like, yeah, they're all human.
Lord of the Land, surely you have proof that she's human. I know she would never try to deceive me.
Well,
So, does that mean you think I'm really the yokai here, Tsugumi?
no, of course not. Well, not exactly. We don't think you're a fake or that you should be thrown out or anything. It's just...
I know. You're just trying to stay loyal to our rules. Don't worry so much. Well, Lord of the Land, you've done a good job cornering me with your assertion that yokai never lie. But I don't think that's enough to prove that I'm the yokai you're looking for. Not on its own, anyway. You believe I'm the real yokai and a fake Kyoto Hitome, yes? Let's hear some more specific evidence for that assertion. I'll not depart this building without a proper reason.
Well, it says he'll reveal all is the best I got. I mean, I have this, but I don't know about that one. Huh? Kyoto, why didn't you ever tell me that? Especially so soon after I moved in. You follow the troop's rules closer than anyone, so how could you call Netkun a puppet? Kyoto, why aren't you saying anything? Ugh, trust me, Tsugumi. This hurts me just as much as it hurts you.
So, this is the power of the landlord who's evicted 2 yokai before. Truly spectacular. Ha ha ha! You actually did it! I never thought you'd expose my true form like this. I was so careful not to leave behind any evidence, too.
What? So, Kyoto, you really are... That's not the real Kyoto.
Heh. You've even managed to convince Tsugumi, and she never believed in yokai before. Things have gone off script so badly, I doubt I can get it back on track anymore.
Of course it'd be the umbrella one, right?
I don't have the same power as the Onibi or Yoko, or the improvisation skills of that human. As you can see, I really am an all-seeing eye. More accurately, a Hitosume Kozo. For all my fame, 2-eye humans consider me inferior, and I'm weaker than a lot of other yokai. I knew I couldn't rely on my own power alone, so I partnered up with others, took advantage of the weather, and even used humans as pawns in my plan. And now you've gone and ruined it all. Very impressive, Lord of the Land.
Well, after how hard I was messing up with the second chapter, I had to try to be more careful this time. I managed to catch that. I mean, I saw that option before, but I was already using it for her. But it was like, it was the only other thing I could think of. So I was like, you know what? I need to take that away from her, since I have another thing for her, and use it for him. That was the one.
And now you've gone and ruined it all. Very impressive, Lord of the Land.
You mean Tsugumi?
That's right. The sparks and smoke on the cameras. The noisy experiments. All part of the plan. Tsugumi herself likely had no idea she was dancing to my tune this whole time. But thanks to her working on those experiments, your suspicions were conveniently diverted onto her and away from me.
No, I was actually suspicious of Birdman.
And that meant I could take down the cameras once they were fogged up, and work on my own experiments late into the night. I was a little concerned if I'd be able to deceive Miki Kuchina, since she's out late at night too. But thanks to those birds Karasuke called in obscuring things even further, I could go about my business without anyone noticing. And once again, even if someone did, they'd suspect him instead of me.
Correct, that I very much did.
Perhaps you're wondering how I got to the cameras, being as short and weak as I am. Like I said, I used my partner and the weather to my advantage. All I had to do was hook up my umbrella into the mount, open it up, and voila! Normally that wouldn't be enough, but with the wind pressure my partner gathered from the typhoon, it was no problem at all. If there was one hitch in the plan, it was that some human spotted me outside right before I got to work on the cameras. I lost sight of both the witness and my partner in all the wind and rain. It was a real hassle. But the rest of the night went fine, and you never suspected I might be an imposter.
More like I didn't want to.
Us weak yokai have no choice but to rely on schemes and plans. Once they come apart, we're no match for you humans. And now, it seems I must admit defeat. I lose. I'll leave the building just as you request.
You're not gonna try anything else?
I told you, didn't I? I'm just a fragile yokai. Even when the new moon rises, I can't manage even a proper yojutsu. I have no intention of waiting until that special night and going on any kind of rampage. Come to think of it, I never told you why I came here in the first place, did I? I wanted to put on a wonderful show, just like the human whose form I borrowed. Does that seem strange to you? I suppose I'm a little different from most of my kind. I realize that destroying the cameras and directing suspicion away from me weren't exactly exemplary behavior. But it was all so I could prepare for my performance in peace. That, and I was afraid of getting evicted. I knew you'd throw me out if you discovered my true form, so I drew up a plan to hide the fact that I was a yokai from everybody. Lord of the land, I realize this is asking a lot, but won't you let me unveil my show before I leave? That's all I wanted, from the very start. I promise to go quietly once it's all done. Won't you honor this one tiny request from a weak little yokai?
What exactly is it that you want to do?
I'll be using the smoke and firework tricks I've been working on to create something that will have the audience all wrapped up. It will be the culmination of all the experiments I've been doing up until now. I've had my share of failures and setbacks, but now it's finally ready to go. I'm sure I will have the audience's eyes all to myself.
The audience's eyes?
Guess you noticed, huh? I thought you'd fall for that one.
Well, you also said wrapped up, so you said two things. So I had to catch one of them.
Yes, when I talked about wrapping up the audience and having the audience's eyes to myself, I was being literal. I was going to use the trust I've built up with the locals and the children to entice them to the show. And then, I'd collect their eyes while they were filled with terror. Alas, it seems it was not to be. I heard you were even more of a kind-hearted, dopey landlord than your predecessor.
Oh, so they were talking about my father.
I really thought you'd accept me like he would have.
You knew my father?
I only heard rumors myself, but apparently the previous landlord would welcome yokai in after exposing their identities.
Can you do that? I mean, I'm willing to do it, as long as you're rendered powerless. As long as you can't go on a rampage anymore or anything.
That's why this building became known as a good place for our kind to hide out. It looks like things have changed since then. Guess I'll have to give up on getting any eyes here. I really do regret that it had to end like this. I wanted to take your eyes, so full of confidence, more than any others.
You saw that just now, didn't you, Nekun?
Yeah. He changed form, started talking completely differently, and disappeared.
He said he used us, and something about taking eyes.
So he really was a yokai. He was tricking us this whole time.
And he said that he borrowed a human's form. It's just like the landlord said. He was an imposter all along.
What the hell? Are you saying he wasn't even the Kyoto Hitomi we knew from the troop?
Then, if that's true, then...
Yeah, he did.
If that was an imposter, then what happened to the real Kyoto?
He did. You know, you can't stay in my my building if you killed someone.
What?
Excuse me? I'm pretty sure there's a chapter 4 and 5, isn't there? Yeah, because there's achievements for them. So yeah, what's happening? There's achievements for a 4 and 5. Maybe the game used to end here and then they added more? But they didn't take away the credits? Man, I really do like the art. It'd be funny if these ending credits are just her coping. Grieving. Shadow Glove. What? So that was like the credits of the end of the Shadow Troop? Because you're one of... Well, she said he was one of the founders, right? And who the heck are you? I finally found them. I wasn't too sure back during the typhoon, but now... There's no doubt about it. Yokai impersonating Tenants. A landlord that speaks to yokai. I won't let this keep happening. Chapter 3 completed. And there's Chapter 4. I'm not fully sure what those credits are about, but okay. And here's our new people. I need a thumbnail, and I don't want to go back to chapter... Or, I mean, I don't want to start chapter 4 yet. Oh, there's 2 yokai. And only 4 humans. That's interesting. I thought we were just going to keep adding humans until there were 7 humans. Well. Interesting. How's that going to work? I mean, I guess it just works the same. I just need evidence for 2 yokai now. Let me go back to this one. And I need a thumbnail. Who do I want a thumbnail of? Skip. Skip. No one cares. No one cares. Let's get you. Yeah, let's... Well, yeah, let's get you. And then what was it? H? No, it was... it was... I don't remember. Options, control guide. It was... F? Was it F? No, it wasn't F. Wait, no. Was it F? Oh, it was this. Oh, okay, I got it. It was this. I don't remember pressing that last time, but it was this. I got it. Alright, this will be my thumbnail for YouTube. So there we go. Hey, for once I didn't get lost. So that was only 2.5 hours. I actually figured it out. I just had to be more careful and think about it more carefully after the experience I had in the second chapter. Because the second one drove me insane. I guess the wording wasn't as bad in this one, because this is I believe this is a Japanese game, so translation, some of them are a little wonky. Like, everything makes sense, but the way you have to put things together, the wording can throw you off a bit. But you understand what they're saying for the most part. But I am enjoying this. And I love the art. Love the art. Sad Kyoto might be dead, though. Part of me hopes that at the end, maybe all the people who got replaced will show up at the end. And they're safe. I'm really hoping. Because to have them just be dead is really sad. Oh well. Anyway. Thank you everyone for hanging out with me. For those who were in chat and those who were just lurking, I appreciate it as always. And of course, thank you Tosi for the raid. I appreciate it. I hope you all have a good morning, day, or night, whatever time it is for you guys. And I'll see you on the next one. Bye, everyone. And then I'll bring up the raid messages. Raid 1. Raid 2. Let's see who I'm raiding. I haven't raided Cherry in a while. Tiramisu, haven't done that in a while. Oh, actually, you know what? Lunarnia is celebrating her 5-year affiliate anniversary. Why don't we do that, actually? She's doing art right now. In that case, I need to do raid... Is it 7? Yes, 7, okay. Changing the raid messages. Raid 7 and 8. There we go. We'll wish her a happy anniversary. To worlds where dreams are free. With a pen he built his dreams, turning silence into streams. In his mind he's never alone, crafting realms he calls his own. Paper whispers, secrets told, journeys in. And no, we won't, apparently. Never mind. Take it back. Never mind. I gotta pick someone else then. We're not doing the anniversary raid message then. Sorry.
Yet his heart is wild with thrill. Through each line a sky so wide. In his world he takes a ride. Every size painted bright.
Let's do...
Stars that gleam in darkest night.
You know what? I will just do,
With the pen his spirit sings.
I will just do Cherry. Let's just do Cherry.
Soaring high on humble wings.
Let me just redo the messages.